Yo guys, what's up? It's Sorting the Truth here, and today I'm bringing you my top 20 movies of all time. Now, I know you're thinking, oh, what happened to my top 10? Well, this still goes under the my top 10 category, but I've seen so many movies in my lifetime that I couldn't narrow it down. So let's jump right into the countdown. Number 20. End of Watch. Wow, I love this movie, and I almost forgot how much I did like it until I went and watched it again and just saw how the two main characters who were played by Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena, how much chemistry they shared on screen and how good their acting was in this movie. The action sequences were good and the script was good. I liked the ending, so I definitely recommend seeing End of Watch, and that's why it deserves number 20 on my list. Number 19. The Conjuring. Well, I already did a review of The Conjuring, and you guys can go watch that if you want, because I'm not going to spend too much time on it here. Just flat out, really good movie, really scary movie. If you're into scary movies, you'll definitely like this. Great acting, great script. That's it. Number 18. Django Unchained. I'm not a huge Tarantino fan, but this movie was awesome. It had such gore and such bloody sequences, but they weren't just normal bloody sequences. They were awesome. It was so violent and so disturbing, but just so cool to watch at the same time. And the actors did a great job. Jamie Foxx did a good job playing Django, and all the rest of the actors, Leonardo DiCaprio played his part very well. There were a lot of disturbing sequences in this, which kind of made you feel sad, but at the same time, it just was an awesome movie. It's long, but it's not unnecessarily long. Like, I could watch this movie over and over and over again and never get tired of it, even though it's over 2 hours. And that is why it deserves to be number 18 on my list. Number 17. True Grit. Now, when I talk about True Grit, I'm talking about the older one with John Wayne, not the newer one with Jeff Bridges in it. Because I thought the newer one with Jeff Bridges in it wasn't even close to as good as the old one. Now, this movie is my dad's favorite movie, but I also love it. And I'm usually a fan of my dad's favorite movies, but this one is closer to the top of my list. And the reason for that is John Wayne played such an awesome character in this. His name is Rooster Cogburn, and he is so cool. He's a cowboy. He starts helping this girl out because her father got killed, and he pretty much made this movie into what it was and how huge of a success it was. It was awesome all the way through, great old western action sequences, and I love it. That's why it deserves number 17 on my list. Number 16. Batman Begins. Batman Begins was the first one in the trilogy, and I really love all the movies, and this one was totally awesome. I'm a huge Batman fanboy, and in all the movies the acting's really good, and because this is the first one in the trilogy, it's kind of nostalgic for me. I really like Christian Bale as the role of Batman. I think he took it on well in this movie. I thought the script was good, and I thought the action was good in this movie. And like I said, I'm a huge Batman fanboy, so that's why this is number 16. Number 15. To Kill a Mockingbird. A lot of younger kids might not have seen this, considering it came out in the 60s. If you haven't, I definitely recommend seeing this, because one, the book was really good, and this is based off the book. It sticks to the book pretty well. The acting is superb in this. Gregory Peck pulls off Atticus Finch, who's one of the main characters, well, and the children actors are good. The story of this movie and the book are just phenomenal, and I would definitely recommend seeing it. Number 14. Taken. I have seen this movie so many times, and I've never gotten bored of it. And the reason is for Liam Neeson's hero aspect and his awesome character of Brian Mills. He plays his character so well, and he's one of my favorite actors. He's so tough in this movie, and he's so cool. You can't beat Liam Neeson in this movie, and he played his part so well. And I gotta admit, the script was written pretty well, For just being an action movie, I liked it a lot. Number 13. The Hangover. This movie really raised the bar for comedy, and I had low expectations going into it when it first came out, but I gotta admit I loved every second of it. It's in my top 3 comedies of all time. It was hilarious all the way through and was consistently funny, which I liked. I gotta admit, I hadn't seen the 3 main characters, Ed Helms, Bradley Cooper, and Zach Galifianakis, in many things before this movie came out, and they played their characters very well. Funny movie, very funny movie, and that's why it deserves number 13. Number 12. The Fugitive. Harrison Ford made this movie, but what else got this movie in the top 20 was the intriguing storyline to it, but really just the acting by Harrison Ford could have brought this movie to number 12. He plays a doctor who is framed and accused of murder, and he's a fugitive on the run. And what more do I have to say? He plays all his parts really well. Number 11. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I've watched this movie so many times that I can't count anymore, and it really never gets old. It's just one of those movies that you can watch over and over again. And Matthew Broderick really played his character smoothly when he played Ferris. He played the popular kid in school that everybody looked up to, and he did it very well. And I'll give you a little background. It's about Ferris Bueller. He's a kid in school, and he skips school for a day to go hang out with his girlfriend and his best friend in Chicago. And you just see all the things they get to do and how he gets back to the house without getting caught. It's really, really a good movie, and it's one of those classic kind of movies, so you should definitely see it.